Drag Racers, I'm Maddox.
And I'm Logan.
And for Season 5 of RuPaul's Drag Race, every week we will be bringing you our top 3 moments of the week, the shade of the week, our favorite queen of the week,
our least favorite queen of the week, our favorite look on the runway, and our predictions for next week's episode.
So stay tuned.
What do you want? What's the tea? You tell me what's the tea. What's the tea? You tell me what's the tea.
So, last week we
went in.
and apparently you guys cannot take it. But this week, the girls on the show went in. So, okay, so what was your first favorite moment of this week?
The way I felt for the entire first part of the show, which is the main episode, and then there's Untucked. But for the whole episode, I felt like RuPaul when she said, "Bring back my girls." And she didn't really say, "Bring back my girls," because she was falling asleep too. That episode was so damn boring and full of Monica Beverly Hills being a transsexual and her issues that there was nothing good about the entire show. So my first moment was RuPaul not being able to fully say, "Bring back my girls." She was falling asleep.
Yes, I decided that this week it's not 3 favorite moments, it's just 3 moments that kind of stand out. A moment that kind of stood out was that the girls are kind of like getting into like little cliques now. So they decided to call themselves Rolaska Talks. And it's Roxy, Alaska, and Detox. And Detox described it as a new prescription drug for people who are gagging. So I thought that was like a cute moment. But yeah, that was my first favorite thing.
My second favorite moment was Alyssa being called plus size. When they had those pictures in the Untucked and they're holding them, and she said, "Is the girl plus size?" And she went, "Yep." First of all, Alyssa, you're that hidden plus size. Because you don't look plus size, but when they showed the preview of someone saying you had back rolls, and they showed your back, girl, you had more rolls than a Thanksgiving table. You are serving, you could do the skinny girl pageants and the plus size. You and I got something in common, bitch.
My second favorite moment was Coco Montrese as LaShawn Beyond and Lanisha Sparks as Tyra. I think them two put it down. First of all, Coco Montrese in that goddamn ponytail.
I should have worn my hair like that.
On the top of her head, just like LaShawn Beyond. Was so genius. Oh my god, if I was LaShawn Beyond, I would be at home crying, like depressed, because every time they show her with her little nappy hair sticking up, girl, I'm like, ooh, why would you go on TV like that? And then I think Lanisha Sparks, she had Tyra
down, honey, but it's not that hard to be Tyra.
I know, but still. And her face was painted for the gods.
My third favorite moment, I have so many written down. When RuPaul asked, "What's the hardest part of this challenge?" And Detox said, "Listening to Fifi's voice over and over again." Because we made it very clear where we stand with our thoughts on Boo Boo O'Hara, because she is trash. That was hysterical, and that's a proof that Detox gets those good little reads in.
She gets those good reads in.
Because they're not offensive or hurtful, but girl, they go in and you just go, ooh.
Speaking of Fifi, why does she look green in that commercial for Absolute? Okay, so my third moment is when I'm calling Serenagate. And Serenagate happened during Untucked when all the girls were having a moment. And then, bam, it was just like everyone hate on Serena one by one. Get in line and read her for filth, please. And literally, it was every single girl. It was like, bam, just read you. Bam, just read you. Bam, just read you. We're all gonna laugh. You're gonna raise your hand and go, "Can I get a moment? Can I get a moment?"
Girl, she's educated. She knows to raise her hand when she needs to speak.
I was like, why are you raising your hand, girl? That's not how...
Flip a table, bitch! flip the table. That's how you get a word in.
That is not how you get a word in, and that's not how you read. Like, nobody's gonna stop and allow you to read them. Like, girl, you have to go for your moment, or it's not gonna happen. And you raising your hand is not doing anything, because people are gonna ignore you. It was so...
Can I say something now, girl?
Stupid. It was so stupid. Which leads me to my shade of the week, because my shade of the week was they had just had the moment
We
where
have the same shade of the week. I just noticed.
Monica's mother gets on TV and they all start crying, whatever. And then Detox says, we're all in the same caliber. And then Roxy says,
except for Serena.
oh! And they all laugh, literally, for 5 minutes.
We've never done this, and this is now our second season filming together. I think it's time to take a moment of silence for Serena's career. Because it's over. Girl, you got spooked every level.
Bamboozled.
Or my new word, bam damn boozled. They took you by your wig and dragged you down the train tracks, and your face. I mean, and then there's just Jay Jolie in the corner, who, for once, didn't have anything to say, and just went dressed up as Britney Spears from the circus tour.
Oh, yes. I was like...
But she didn't say one word. But Miss Coco said something.
Ooh, Miss Coco.
Miss Coco, I'm not going to lie, I really did not like one thing about you, but you gained a new fan.
Turned it. I even started following you on Twitter. I was like, yes, bitch. Girl, and Coco Montrese goes, Serena Cha-Cha, you better cha-cha your way out of here. Olay.
Or when she said, little boy, you need to sit down. Or she said, I may be old, but I'm wise. Serena, and then you said ghetto? Oh my lord.
Oh my god. When she said ghetto,
and then there's that dramatic RuPaul's Drag Race moment. Koosh, koosh, koosh. And you pan to Alyssa for ghetto. She's like, her side mouth is like, you gonna call us ghetto? I'm Shangela's drag mother. It was that Serena Gate.
Serena Gate.
Because there are 18 moments inside of that.
Yes.
And when Detox stood up and said, I have had it, I said, oh man, because if you know Miss Detox, and I've sat with Detox and done some ungodly, illegal things, when that bitch starts to read, run, bitch. Run. I felt a part of my body say, poor little Serena Cha-Cha.
Because she's educated, girl.
And you don't call people that have been in this business for a long time uneducated, because you have to be smart to survive in this business. You think it's easy to walk into a bar and say, I want a job.
And keep it.
And girl, because I'm pretty sure whatever one job you had in the back alleys of Ohio doing your $50 gig, you ain't gonna have it anymore. Ain't nobody having you. Yeah, no, we're not on the show. You're damn right. And you gotta be glad I wasn't, because I'm gonna flip the table on that dirty ass clown.
My favorite queen of the week was Coco Montrese, just because last week was not even featuring her. I was just like, okay, whatever. Having those green contacts, I can't. This week, I was like, oh, yes, bitch. Read for filth. And I even liked her on the runway, which I was like, oh, she's giving you a little Rihanna tease. I said, oh, okay, girl. She was like, I wear this costume on a Las Vegas show. I said, what? Work, bitch, live.
You know what? I'm going to change. I said we had the same shade of the week. Let me tell you what my shade of the week is. When she said, I stand on a Las Vegas stage and people pay over $100 a ticket to see this. So before you come for me, watch your mouth, little boy. That is my shade of the week. My favorite queen of the week was going to be Coco, but since you said it, I'll say Detox. Because her look on the runway was beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
That dress was... Her face was perfect, little hair, a nice hat. But when she said, I have hat! Get out! I said, bitch, you should have just gone home now. When you realize that everyone hates you, hit the door.
Hit the bricks, girl.
Don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you.
Kick rocks with open-toe shoes. I was going to say Serena's my worst, but I think that's just beating a dead horse. So I'll say Monica Beverly Hills Zooing It. I'm sorry. I have nothing with transgendered. I have nothing with a problem with you doing
We
hormones.
have lots of friends.
Exactly. I have lots of friends who are trans, who do hormones, who have fake titties, who do all of the things above. But the rules of RuPaul's Drag Race.
When you apply and read rules, it says you cannot be.
Transgendered.
And I mean, we could spook the tea that's their past seasons. Yeah, Sonique, she transitioned afterwards. Carmen was transitioning for years before she got on the show, and she stopped. Jiggly lives her life as a woman.
Yeah.
And stopped and ran around that workroom
Looking like a
looking the fool. She looked like she just they went to Kmart and bought her every plus size shirt and she just walked around in it. And now I swear to you, if they let you walk around that workroom dressed as a woman, I'm gonna be upset. Because if I now have to not only battle every one of you booger queens out there for a spot on the show, but now every sickening trans girl. There are so many incredible tranny performers.
Yes.
Girl, I ain't gonna have it. It should be Carmen's Tran Race.
I don't want to sound like I'm diminishing her story and her journey or whatever. And you know,
but rules are rules.
Yeah, rules are rules. And like I said before, other girls in the past had to like either hide it or stop taking hormones or stop doing things that they wanted to do for their actual life for the show. And here she is, walking on like, oh no girl, I'm trans and I'm staying on the show, so I don't care.
Because the producers are scared that she will cut you if they try to stop her. I thought for sure when she was in the lip sync, I was like, this is the producer's way of sending her home. And we're going to be stuck with Serena another week, but they're not going to ask her to leave, they're just going to send her home. She turned that damn lip sync.
Yeah, she did. Monica did a way better job than...
Serena did that awkward split again. Who was it that said...
And Alaska does a fierce read every
lip sync.
Every lip sync. She goes, oh, Serena did a split. Wait, she did that last time.
Poor Serena.
Oh, if Alaska could read you, girl, she can't even walk in heels, and she's reading you. Whoop!
I would like for everyone to rewind to the runway and look at Alaska standing in the back when the queens are standing there, and her knees are so locked, bitch. They are pointing at each other. It's like...
But that's how Sharon walks, too.
My least favorite queen, and I am going to beat the dead horse. I will hit it, I'll kick it, I'll spit on it, is Serena Cha-Cha no more. Serena, you will cha-cha no more on RuPaul's Drag Race Season 5. You were terrible. And that big fucking parade that you led down the runway in your mind with that itsy-bitsy fucking flap. I'm representing Panama. Girl, they don't want you representing them. That's a bad representation. You were just bad. From the lip sync, it was... I hated everything about you. But you were really nice at Excel at the premiere. Hi.
My favorite costume of the week was Lanisha Sparks. I liked her. I thought her face was sitting.
And that hair?
I was about to say, that hair was everything. And then when she like took off her cape and it was just like a full bathing suit, I was like, yes, bitch. And her body was sickening. I actually kind of like her. I know she can't really speak English. And
that's why we do like you.
Yeah, I never understand what she's saying. And when they were fucking... When they were fucking practicing... And RuPaul comes over and asks her to lip sync, and she was just like...
She's sitting around the table, staring at her like... And then she just laughed at RuPaul's face. She went...
I don't understand. I was like, what is going on? And then when they were actually filming, and she kept going like this...
My favorite look on the runway was actually, once again, this is no surprise, Roxy Andrews.
Ooh,
bitch, that outfit.
Everything. I was going to put that, but I figured that you would put that. Yeah, and her hair was everything.
Ooh! And she understands how to hide a lace front. If you don't have a $300 lace front, there are ways to really... You cut. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to do a bitch, because I just figured it out last night. Another thing I bopped. Thank you, Roxy Andrews. But she was my favorite. I'm sorry. When Santino called her Chewbacca, that's when producers should have said, "You're fired."
Yes, because even
and replace
Kristen Johnston.
Replace him with Kristen because she knew everything.
I know. She was like,
about.
"What are you talking about?" Yes. You know, the mini challenge. Serena, Ivy, and Detox won. the little RuPaul lip sync.
Which was a cute idea.
That was a cute idea because when you lip sync, when all you can see is your lips, you actually have to know the words because you can't be tricking and dicking all over the place, and you can't be swinging your hair and doing pirouettes and flips and splits. My predictions for next week for the bottom two are Monica Beverly Hills
Zooing it.
And what was her name again?
Angina's cousin.
Yes. Vivian Panay, or the Indian one. Honey
Mahogany. I would like to spook you on wearing the same undergarment for the two challenges, the first two. You wore that gold thing with the rest of that gold thing that was on you, and then you wore it, and you came out, girl, your tits were probably...
Oh my God, first of all,
how are you not in the bottom two?
When I saw that and she was walking and her breasts were going, I was like, what is this? Mobilized tits? Like, girl, no. Them three in the bottom three. They need a bottom three next week. I can't...
A bottom three? I'm sorry, why are you not a producer on the show? I think it'll be Honey Mahogany, because, girl, if I see that gold tit thing one more time, I'm gonna be upset. Vivian Panay. I mean, what are you doing? You're not memorable.
No, like I couldn't even remember your name, and like that little gold dress thing
that you wore for the promo shots.
Yeah, and your like flat Kardashian hair. I was like, girl, I can't. Like,
but it was nice. She put a necklace in her hair. It was very. You look like a Grecian goddess, except for that's the promo. Oh, maybe you came from doing your promo shot right to the runway. Maybe you didn't have time to change. Girl, who the fuck are we to spook you? We haven't been on the show. We merely just make YouTube videos.
Exactly. Bitter Betties.
Or maybe she won't even be in the bottom two because the producers don't remember she's there. Maybe she's like Bibi Zahara Benet and she makes it all the way till the end and then you're like, who is this person on the runway? I didn't know who she was.
Who are you?
They didn't have enough budget back then to put her on camera.
Obviously, this week it was Serena versus Monica during Only Girl in the World, Rihanna.
You all bitches spent your budget this year on buying music.
The high-end songs, girl. And I thought it was funny that Monica just said that she was a trans girl, and then the song was Only Girl in the World.
Can we talk about Serena putting her hand on Monica's shoulder at the end and then bowing down because she's the only girl in the world? Girl, why didn't you just walk off the runway?
Serena knew she was coming home.
Bumblefuck, bitch.
I know, there was more in Untucked this week than the actual show. But these girls love to read. But now that Serena's gone, I wonder who they're going to turn on.
Well, next week is finally when Alyssa and Coco go head-to-head.
Ooh, I can't wait for that.
We should dress up like Alyssa and Coco. I could just paint my lips over here.
So, in the comments, leave what you have to say about your favorite queen and your worst queen and maybe your predictions for next week. But that's all we have to say about this week. So stay tuned and find out what's the tea.
What's the tea?
J. Jolie's sitting there with a donut as she's going to work.
And patting her.
Drag queen was used, I counted, 462 times this episode.